Asmongold has gotten to the point where he can't stop talking about him, even in his absence. In fact, I think he's going off the deep end. He has put more people at risk. He has openly violated more major rules on Twitch with no punishment. And this time, he has put more people's lives in actual danger. So let's begin with the Asmongold portion of today's video. If you've been paying attention to what he's been doing, he's been basically MIA the last week or so, and he has now really confirmed what's going on. He made this tweet very shortly before recording this video today, talking about the reason. Everyone kind of already knew it was about his dad's health and how it's been declining, and this is a long post. I'll just sum it up. Basically, things are pretty serious, and he thinks he needs to dedicate his full attention to the situation, and he's going to have to take a hiatus for however long it takes.
Pick your hero or
try to get
villain.
things
I'm
together
not judging.
and figure out what's going on. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are praying for the dude and his dad. It's a very sad situation, but unfortunately for another person out there, it probably will only intensify his separation anxiety. And some of the clips he's made over the past couple of days are quite unhinged, where he has developed new terminology like the Asmongold phenomenon.
This is something that I tried to explain to people in the past, where I was like, look, liberals, you did it. You did it. You successfully undermined your left flank. And
I
in
am
the
no
process of
golden
doing that,
god. I am
of
simply
course,
a man
someone
who
right-wing
wishes
was
to
going
use his
to rise
power
up to
for
the
good.
occasion and come across as a completely normal centrist.
30 seconds before you
Right?
attack. Get
That's
ready.
the Asmongold phenomena. The most consequential aspect of like the destinies of the world consistently coming after me for their own personal narcissistic vengeance quests has made it so that I have
What if I
so
told
many
you
ridiculous
I could return
claims
those
that are completely made up about me, swirling around in the ecosystem
The battle starts
for
in
all of the
5,
dumb political
4,
people
3,
to tune into
2,
with a network
1.
of slop tubers that are constantly pumping
All
out
you need
this
to
kind
do
of
is
content
capture the mission area. Got it?
that ultimately people
So
that
much
don't
life in
actually
this
get
place.
any sort of
Let's fight to keep it that
critical
way.
examination of their commentary or their worldview get to rise up to the top.
Yeah, that is a degree of obsession that is quite insane. You're quite literally coming up with your enemy, your rival, and their absence is really better already. To explain basically why the entire world doesn't
The mission
agree
area
with
is
you on
yours to
everything,
capture
and
now.
the fact that people might actually like someone like that.
Hello.
They're also making these great stretches into Dragon Lich Lento. We'll talk about that in a second. But also you can see this language where he's going after liberals and leftists, and we all know Hassan is on the left, but he also tries to tear down all of those around him. Basically, he's like one step to the right of Mao Zedong, not left enough for him, and he's basically the permanent contrarian,
Capture the
and he's
mission
working
area!
to basically cause division amongst his own potential allies, which is a very funny thing, but
I
he's
am
trying to
born
basically
anew.
blame all of this on other parties, including Asmongold, who he's still thinking about in a different stream, and also, again, making some insane connections to what he believes is Asmongold's rhetoric and related responsibilities when it comes to the things he said in this video.
When liberals are more predisposed with attacking their left flank or demonstrating true anti-fascist principles, then of course someone who presents themselves as centrist
I am
like
born
Asmongold is
anew.
going to rise to the occasion and actually unironically build a momentum and an audience off of said liberals who now tune into him to think, well, he's at least better than Hassan. He's not dangerous radical like Hassan is. Meanwhile, Asmongold is
Again, there's no language about the left.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
That their hatred of Hassan has made Asmongold more palatable, and they look at someone like Asmongold and say,
I have
hey,
found
at least
more
he's
lives
not
than
a
causing
terrorist
my
like
return.
Hassan, which honestly is the first truthful thing Hassan has observed in quite some time. His actions pretty good. Even people Asmongold and they go, well,
again!
I think that's real. I think some people were Hassan, or at least known about it, were introduced to Asmongold through Hassan's and now they go to him. I guarantee that is a real thing going on. But also, we see something pretty amazing here. Not even Stretch Armstrong gets like this is trying to say Aspen Gold is the pipeline to Nick Blanchard. But he also continues on saying, again, it's all the liberals and leftists attacking their own supernova. They can't go after they go after Hassan, who they think is dangerous. And wow, I can't imagine why they think some of the things he's saying expresses dangerous rhetoric. But yeah, you can see he's definitely crashing out over Asmongold, even in Asmongold's absence. But hey, what's new? So let's move on to another very disturbing story coming out of Twitch involving Hassan. We all know the favoritism when it comes to Danny and
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
He made it very clear. He can do whatever he wants, right? Everyone knows this. It's not even a joke. Why would Hassan even consider the consequences of his actions? He knows he's going to get it. Once again, we've seen a major TOS violation that has been completely ignored by Twitch, and one that has actually put people's lives in danger thanks to Hassan. This is the clip a lot of people are talking about right now, where Hassan shows posts containing the personal information of several different people, including people he has beef with.
Yeah. Dylan Burns.
When science open your eyes, reality.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic.
This is what took place.
I tend to lost souls. A shepherd tends to his flock. I will bring peace to this universe. No.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Money to a political
What a strange alliance. We should be at odds, you and I.
Which they did.
So yeah, that is Hassan Piker live on Twitch in front of 30,000 viewers, sharing the personal information of several different people, including those he has had personal beef with, that his audience has a very, very bad view of.
4,
That
3,
is super,
2,
super
1.
dangerous. And he
All
did
you
this
need to do
so
is capture the
casually,
mission area.
and the VOD
Got
is
it?
still public. This is something we'll talk about in terms of legality and also how it clearly violates Twitch TOS. But just as a general principle, putting all that other stuff aside, this is the scummiest, dangerous thing you can pretty much do. Just as a content creator, but especially someone as big as Hassan. He showed 30,000 people and continues to show with his podcast.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
His rabid aggression audience in danger in real life. And there's no way he was doing this without knowing the potential consequences, or at the very least, was so reckless he should be responsible for what he did. And let's look at some of the people involved and make it very clear how dangerous this is. One of the people mentioned, Hunter Avalon, is someone who less than 2 years ago was attacked in real life with a shotgun. And now his personal information has been brought back in thanks to Hassan. It's absolutely ridiculous. Then there was another part of this where he was trying to gaslight his audience as he was. And also got another deal he was mentioned with the personal information called Dylan Burns. And he tried to say he was personal, despite showing the personal information, lying to 30,000 viewers and directly naming them as he did it with the skill. The people, like Dylan Burns, were mentioned by this. They've been mentioned by Hassan in the past. I think Hassan at this point has made so many enemies, he's lost track. Maybe he actually did forget who this guy was. But of course, when you've been mentioned by Hassan negatively in front of his audience, you tend to not forget. And of course, Dylan Burns would say, Hassan referenced me by name during his stream and accused me of being a war terrorist before. Don't know why he's pretending not to know my name. He showed my 9-digit bill, 5-digit, on screen. It shows the street I live in. Full document has been my entire home address. And then he declined to weigh in on this as well, saying for actually going to Ukraine to report from the front line. Didn't just think about it. Wow, that's a
Mission area. Keep going.
he hates him because he's pro-Ukraine. Dylan's and others' personal information, then walks off screen.
I have risen.
So he
Their
has
team's capture
plausible
progress has passed
deniability.
the halfway point.
But of course, Hassan has a response to this controversy and the criticism he is receiving. And he is saying that this is a nothing burger and that this is a stupid deplatforming initiative. And that this was not something that broke Twitch TOS or the law.
You are safe now, my friend.
Platforming, stupid platforming initiative. Looking at the filings, myself included, I looked at my own FTP filings as well on the broadcast, which is publicly available data. Almost about I need healing. So the full identity or the full address of the people
Together.
is not doxing. A big part of this broadcast is revolving on going on Open Secrets, which is the website that Bad Empanada was using. Okay? Ironically enough, these guys aren't even mad at Bad Empanada for making the video, but more so mad at me, which for not only responding to the video, but also adding additional information about this organization that I knew about. Now, of course, that probably allows you to understand that this is not really.
I feel better already.
A sincere fear that people have about doxing or whatever, but instead it's just
So the song was instead of taking accountability, he was trying to downplay everything that he did, trying to say that what he did not break any sort of law or even rule on Twitch. Well, it turns out people had a bit of a disagreement on that. Turns out, he doesn't think Hassan is right with his description of the situation. In fact, he quoted one of the related clips saying, Twitch openly allowing what appears to be a prima facie criminal electronic harassment and cyber stalking is truly wild, citing various
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
And he would actually cover this in a recent video and make his stance on the Twitch TOS and also the law very clear. It doesn't look good for Hassan, but then again, is anything going to ever happen to this guy? I don't really know. At least with Twitch, it should be so obvious, but let's watch the clip real quick.
With electronic harassment, it doesn't in this statute anywhere say that the information has to be quote-unquote private or secret or confidential. No, even public information that contains that identifiable information, the name, the address, the state, the city, all that stuff where someone could come and find them and harass them and would incentivize people. And we know there are unhinged people. We see it every day, particularly in the United States, guys. We see it all the time.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
646.9. This is the California Penal Code. And this is when any person willfully, maliciously, or repeatedly follows or willfully, maliciously harasses
I will bring peace
another
to this
person and
universe,
who makes
no
a
matter the
credible
cost.
threat with intent to place that person in reasonable fear or the safety of their family. And that's once again punishable by the same penalty. So to harass, once again, means to seriously alarm, annoy, torment, or terrorize, right, through your conduct. Okay? And it can be electronic. So credible threat means verbal or written, including performed through the use of an electronic communication device.
I
So,
was born to
when you're using
change
the internet,
humanity for the
that
better.
counts.
That
That's
time
enough,
has come.
right? And what is this intending to do? Well, it's intending to alarm, annoy, torment,
30
terrorize
seconds
those
before you
people.
attack.
There's no
Get
legit
ready.
methods. And you don't need to prove under these statutes, a cyber stalking statute, whether the stalking statute has a cyber element.
I gather
it
that
does
was
not
the
require you to
intent.
prove that they're actually harmed, just that you are causing them fear. And I think, once again, a reasonable person would be in fear after hearing this under California law.
So like I said earlier, even if you push aside
The
the
battle
legal
starts in
concerns
5,
and the Twitch
4,
TOS, you just look
3,
at this for what it's
2,
worth.
1.
It's a horrible thing to do.
All you need to do is
Anyone with
capture
a
the mission
functioning
area.
brain
Got it?
understands that sharing 30,000 of viewers of personal information with people they don't like could lead to bad results in real life. Anyone with a functioning brain can understand putting one and one together in this situation. Again,
I have
either
destroyed
he did this
Midnight's
knowingly trying to put these people at risk and request for vengeance, or he did this recklessly. He should have known better. He should be held responsible regardless. And it's just crazy. You know nothing's going to happen. It's not even a thought anymore. It's not even surprising. It's like, oh, he got away with it again. It's like, no, we know he's getting away with it again. We're going to talk about it nevertheless. But yeah, that was not very good. And there's another component to this. Another person who was during all this.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
He said he was contemplating. He dropped one of his he's another person that Hassan has been going after and saying very disparaging things about for a very long time. It's not too surprising. But there is more to this. Eagle Mindset says it's not him. Who else should it be? Because this is pretty egregious. But also, part of the matter here, we're not even like talking about why this was shown in the first place. It has to do with this progressive victory pack. Part of the reason they feel justified sharing all this stuff is because they believe they're doing this propaganda. Now, of course, the irony of this would be pointed out by people like Hutch.
There's still so much to do.
Rogan has worked with progressive victory. You know, the friend of Hassan, but that doesn't seem to really have much of an impact because, well, they don't really care.
Born again! Maximum!
You know, you think about other people who are Hassan with like Dennis, right? She has an only
You are safe now, my friend.
Israel if this happened,
Again!
many of the people that just like gave the cosmos heal genocide supporters and other terrible stuff, trying to rally their audiences against them. But because they're friends with someone like that, they just ignore it. This whole thing is just crazy. Another round of insane drama. And every time he's doing this crazy stuff, he seems to be trying to prove he can actually get away with stuff like doing this on a daily basis at this point. But anyway, that's the video. As always, feel vicious. Hello. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quantum match.
Los Angeles has
Born again!
but now it's also broke. As Anthony Cabasa showed us, the ice riots were not only destructive, but incredibly expensive to respond to, accomplishing absolutely nothing to stop the
Yeah, actually, now that the LA riots are in the rearview mirror, what did they accomplish? Literally nothing.
federal raids over the Trump administration was a mistake. It only caused them to double down.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
The more you just keep going and do it even more. Just completely, bro, break their spirit, break their soul.
Anew.
Demanding that
The
ICE
mayor's name is
operations
even Karen?
completely stop
Yeah.
here in Los Angeles. Fans laughed and said there is a 0% chance that is going to happen. He says the more riots, the more protests, the more activists and politicians that interfere, they're going to double down on their operations at the federal level.
Now, it's one thing if all this did was
Love to see it.
ET drives time. And possibly whoever was mysteriously funding these missions. But no, this is going to dominate the fans.
I live in California and heard that Kamala's running for governor. I mean, to be fair,
okay, she did fuck everything up as vice president. Like, yeah. I was gonna say at least she didn't light the country on fire, but then I remembered actually like well when they were president they did have those fires too.
you're welcome.
So I don't know. I mean y'all are fun. You can't come here, buddy.
Born again!
Unless you're hot, and a girl, by the way. I don't want any competition. Okay, things are hard enough. Unless you're a hot girl, you cannot stop. You have to stay there.
That all? Relay to
LA just declared a fiscal emergency, which is already on top of how bad it is. They propose laying off 1,600 employees, with 400 of them being from the LAPD, asking for a $2 billion bailout.
Just what they need. Less police.
State.
For sure.
Let's be clear. 1 month after that request, California announced a $12 billion deficit, citing Trump's tariffs. So I sum.
Trump's what?
This is real firepower!
The anti-ICE protests and rallies forced the city an additional
The moon!
I think it's way more than that.
Sorry about your little off.
I think that they are underrepresenting it because they don't want to show how badly they fucked up. There's no way it was only $32 million. I feel like even if they said 300 million, I would be like, mate.
Wasn't them 48 police non-sworn personnel layoffs and cutting 41 actual firefighters, even though they're...
If we don't get to that castle soon, it's over.
So you didn't even have enough firefighters to put out the fires of the cars. So the solution is
Quantum magic.
to get rid of the more fire.
I need healing.
Cosmic might return.
Only getting rid of citizen police department. Keep in mind.
It's like, imagine if everybody hates the police. Like, imagine if you're a firefighter out in California and you just get hit by this. You had nothing to do with this. You didn't have anything to do at all. Oh my God. How are you going to say the LA protest didn't accomplish anything? You have to deposit the government, which they disagree with $32 million? Okay. Let me
There's
address
still
your
so much
question
to do.
because It's just so stupid. I can't let it go. How are you going to say the LA protest didn't accomplish anything, yet they cost the government, which they disagree with, $32 million? Because the government that they agree with is the local government, which is the LA government. The LA government is on board with them, and they actively did not cooperate with ICE. So it cost the Los Angeles department that they agreed with. Again, it's the local government, state government, city government versus federal government. I think it's more than that. I don't even know. They're not shifting.
Cosmic might return.
Born again!
I would consider not doing their best, but how can you be that stupid? Because people like that, you have to understand, is that people like that are like very, very low intelligence, but they don't know it. So what they do is they come up with these like, you know, like if I don't think about this at all, it makes sense, like gotchas.
Those wildfires that recently hit Los Angeles, a lot of their fire trucks weren't in service, as they just laid off the civilian employees responsible for the upkeep and maintenance of those vehicles. As Los Angeles continues to decimate their ability to enforce the law, citing finances. Which is awfully interesting, as the LA Times just reported 2 days before that the city council approved a $250,000 for the city attorney to bring in an outside legal team to respond to the Trump administration, ending.
How is it that you have a fucking... So if they
I will
have
bring
all
peace
this
to this
illegal
universe,
alien
no
labor,
matter the cost.
and they're constantly running a deficit, doesn't that kind of prove that the whole idea that these illegal aliens are like helping the economy? Like, either they are so astronomically retarded that they have this massive advantage that they still can't manage to overcome, or maybe having a bunch of illegal aliens that can't even speak English in the country doesn't actually increase the economy.
I will bring peace
I
to
don't
this
know,
universe.
guys. I wonder which one it
guard
is.
the
And
galaxy,
actually, no, I
but
don't. You don't
sometimes
have
we
to
take
choose.
stuff
It's
other
obviously
people-
gold.
I got it.
30
Their
seconds before
article
you
with,
attack.
they
Get
have been
ready.
willing to detain and deport people that are here legally. I don't think I've seen a single instance of this, and let me know if you have in the comment section, but it
sure
just
it's
seems to be more of this fear-mongering that only reinforces the idea that local residents need to protest the feds, which will only dig them deeper into debt, forcing them to lay off more police officers to keep the citizens safe, with seemingly unlimited amounts for attorneys to keep themselves safe. And again, does the city expect the pick up the check, you, the average citizen, as Mayor Bass did a resident for cleaning up some graffiti in her $100 night.
Healing power.
A little help, please.
Stronger together.
This is just bro, like,
This is how I'm healing.
like, whenever Trump worked at McDonald's, like, you think about the oil that came from that versus her doing this. This is just fucking sad, bro. This is pathetic, bro.
He dunks. But then the residents were upset for seeing
Yeah, exactly. But you just go over that with a power washer, you probably take off the majority of it right there.
even asking Ren to give up their Saturday and volunteered in front of the city after they let the rioters destroy it. As even after the riots ended, they're still vandalizing their own community. White ice.
Wait, what is this?
It's ended. They're still
Rest
vandalizing
easy, Ben. You've earned it.
vandalizing their own.
Ice.
That fucking hurt! You're ready for action!
I'm barely
You
home.
ran out of room for the third one, didn't you?
Needed that, thanks.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Leave them to consume! You're ready for
Oh my god.
I am barely wounded.
By the eye of Agamotto! Maximum pulse!
Community.
You're welcome.
White ice. It's insane that none of this is actually effective in pushing out the feds. The city is just taking this bizarre position of defending the destruction under the assumption that the regular citizens will pay the tax. As the most outrageous aspect of this program is a right.
This is real firepower!
Against immigration raids. The local FEIU 721 labor union, along with crews and the tenants union, are out to their slaves. No!
You're halfway there.
Oh my god. They're tenants? Yes.
The LA City Council to pass an emergency protection to help families who may face eviction due to the immigration rate.
No worries.
The
I've got your
union
back.
saying many families may not be able to cover rent due to a family member who may have been taken by ICE, or who have families who may not be able to leave their homes due to fear of kidnapping. The groups claim Latinos make up majority.
See? Who's up
I
for a
like
trip
that
to
they use
Vegas?
the term kidnapping.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint.
It's
Keep
like,
up the
yeah,
momentum.
guys, no, that's called
You're ready
being
for
arrested. It's called being detained by the police.
Feeling fantastic.
I know this sounds crazy, but that's what happens.
Doc Rocket
They're
is
being
in the
kidnapped, yes. It's so disingenuous. It
You're
is.
welcome.
Majority of renters in the city of LA.
Nowadays, you don't know who's the cop,
Right.
who's an ICE
Relay
agent,
deployed.
not who's a bounty
It ain't
hunter.
cheap.
Now, I can be just a cop
That's right.
and just go kidnap people.
No matter what you leave.
You're halfway there.
When does
Keep
this happen?
going.
They're being disappeared for sure.
As someone that lived in LA during the lockdowns, I despised it. As at the time, I was furloughed from my job, where basically I had the option to not pay rent and not get evicted until I got my job back. But even though I struggled, I still paid it just to not have a huge payment at the end. But knowing the city would essentially forgive the rent debt and settle with the landlords. Meaning, I just wasted over $10,000 from my own bank account and countless more as the city's funds would go to pay
This
my
is
neighbors.
real firepower!
You're
welcome.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Never pay your bills. Always default. Never answer the phone calls. Actively
If anyone can do this, it's you,
take out
Herbie.
credit card debt. Pay it with other credit cards.
I'll patch
When
you
they
up.
call, tell them you're
Vehicle
not
reached the
there.
checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
This is what my mom wrote. She would be $90,000 in credit card debt. $20 in her wallet. So I'm like, we're gonna go pop.
You're welcome.
Anyone willing to help?
Hell yeah, we're gonna get Taco Bell. We're fucking rich.
Maximum pulse!
Since
No, the thing is that she got away with everything. Don't mind me. She got away with all the debt. She got away with all the default payments.
By the eye of Agamotto!
And good riddance is about to do the same thing again, getting themselves into debt. One time.
Born again!
Just because
Will authorize the $5 million loan.
The moon!
Officers working around the clock during a recent ICE protest in downtown LA. Officials say the city of Los Angeles has already spent $19.7 million in response to the protests, with nearly $12 million of that money paying for overtime for the officers. I got you covered.
correct me if I'm
Retard even does this.
$1 of that. If anyone can do this, it's you, Herbie.
This is real fire!
correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought those LA coppers don't actually get paid overtime. They just bank those extra work hours as vacation time to be used at a later date. So I don't really know what this extra $5 million is for, other than covering the shortcomings they already couldn't afford. And it's only getting worse from here.
This is video from 9th and Spring this morning, and it sure looks to the layman that those LAPD officers on scene are at least helping the operation as those federal agents put people into custody. The
Just arrest them, bro. Just arrest them, put them in jail. What they should have done, this is what they should have done. They should have gone out with nets.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
New York City's socialist mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani got heckled at an event with Bernie Sanders by a Cuban immigrant who bashed him for being a communist and told him to keep his disastrous ideology.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
My alloys are non-magnetic, a strategic design choice. A step above a simple evolution does not apply only to organic life.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Look upon me, my disciples, and behold the future.
Some assistance, please. Sorry about your arc, Mark. Found one of them.
Maintenance required.
Well, there's one on there, probably more.
This is good natural selection. You own me now. Remember that.
Remain standing.
Energy levels rising.
Behind you, my friend. Protection is always welcome.
Cosmic might. What a new my tongue. I have destroyed together.
That was stringing us down.
Fail without this is my unnatural selection. I could have done that far more efficiently, Stark.
Another one.
Here they come. As good as new. The Punisher is upgrading his arsenal. This time I need healing.
Energy levels rising. Go, my
shield.
I am ready to put on a show.
The moon haunts you.
Fire.
Extermination!
Second chance is over.
Next time already.
I feel better already.
A gift from conscience, or perhaps it hurts. Judge, jury, executioner! For mutant kind! I feel like myself again.
Cosmic might returns.
Disappear!
The virus takes hold. I have finished the job for you.
That put a spring in my step?
This is my unnatural selection.
Have arrived.
An enchanted arm. Yes.
What a curious place.
I am at your service. Quantum magic.
There are always more of me.
I am restored.
System 3 running.
Only 60 seconds left.
The moon haunts you!
I got the arm.
I have finished the job for you. I could have done that far more efficiently, Stark.
Down to 30 seconds.
Fantastic healing, guys.
The final 10 seconds.
Rise, my friend!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Disappear!
Second chance is over.
We are undefeatable!
For mutant kind!